He's a warrior, man. He's battling. He's banged up. He's taking shots. They're a physical team. So, we're going to have to gut it out. You guys can see he should be the talk amongst the best players in the state. Big stages, he does it every time. It makes incredible catches. Crow plays, strips a guy on the kickoff. God does it all. Come on, Mike.
East, west, keep the opposite. I don't trust you with them choppers. West side, how we rockin', pull up on you, get the poppin'. Hey, them boy don't want no smoke. Them boy don't want no smoke. East, west, keep the opposite. I don't trust you with them choppers. West side, how we rockin', pull up on you, get the poppin'. Hey, them boy don't want no smoke. Them boy don't want no smoke. Them boy don't want no smoke.
It's one of the oldest football series in West Virginia. The Morgantown Mohigans and the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears meet tonight in Fairmont. It's the 94th meeting between these two schools, a series that began in 1906. Morgantown comes to town after a loss at Wheeling Park, ranked number 6 in Class AAA, a record of 4-1. The Polar Bears had a shootout with North Marion, but won the game and now are 5-1 and ranked number 4 in Class AA. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups.
Brody Whitehair, number 4, junior. Dylan Hours, number 5, senior.
Devontae Johnson, 8, junior.
Chris Wilson, 21, junior.
Max Rosero, number 40, junior.
Cannon Dinger, 10, junior.
Anyone Jones, number 11, junior.
Logan Canfield, number 2, junior.
Gavin Michael, number 14, senior.
Riley Green, number 72, senior.
Joseph Richmond, number 61, senior.
Caleb Arbogast, 50, junior.
Trevor Bigelow, number 55, junior.
Reese Lister, number 68, I'm a junior.
Caleb Angelon, number 57, senior.
Lovepool Kokini, 65, junior.
Luke Abrazino, number 33, senior.
Taryn Boda, number 3, sophomore.
Tavion Thornton, number 81, senior class. Jordan Wagner, number 1, junior.
Yeah, let's just do a minute. Give me a little bit of an idea of this team you've got this season. Off to a great start. Stubbed your toe last week at Wheeling Park, but this is a very powerful team you've got. All right, sounds good.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to historic East West Stadium. Tonight we have an out-of-county rival. The West Virginia
It's another good one tonight from East West Stadium in Fairmont. It's the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears and the Morgantown Mohigans. Hi, I'm Jeff Carpenter along with Ray Frazier, ready to bring you the story tonight as these two teams meet for just the second time in about the last 12 years. Last year, the Polar Bears lost to Morgantown 14-0. Tonight, the two teams will play here at East West Stadium. The Mohigans 4-1 on the season. Morgantown ranked number 6 in AAA, and the Polar Bears are 5-1, rated number 4 in AA. I had a chance to check in with Morgantown's head coach, Sean Beiser. Beiser is in his 4th season as head coach of the Mohigans, just to get an idea of how his team is doing after last week's loss against Wheeling Park.
We hope we are. We'll see how we are tonight, see how we bounce back from last week. Didn't think we played our best effort last week, so that we'll see how that goes tonight. I like our team. Kids work hard. They do what they're asked of them for the most part. And, we just got to come out and execute and play a clean game.
What have you been doing best so far this season?
Honestly, playing defense the best. That's what our defensive special teams have carried us all year long. So hopefully we can continue that tonight because we got West Fairmont Fairmont Senior has a powerful offense, and we know that. So we got to come out ready for that.
What are you looking for from this Fairmont team?
Oh, they spread the ball. They got playmakers all over the place. Look at their quarterback. Look at Dylan Hours and the rest of the guys they have. They can put the ball in many spots, and they're very explosive. So, definitely going to be a challenge for us.
That's Sean Beiser, the head coach of the Morgantown Mohigans, and Ray Frazier, fresh from a trip to the Lone Star State. Back tonight. Ray, how about a Morgantown scouting report?
Yeah, Jeff, we're going to see a lot of traditional wing tee, under center type offense. We're going to see, the trap sweep, the jet sweeps. Shotgun, they'll have some of the spread offense that you expect to see. A lot of common high school offenses now. Defense 4-3. It's going to be very comparable to what we saw against Bridgeport. They're going to play a 5-man box a lot of times. There'll be a lot of 2 safety look, zone underneath, and when they're going to bring pressure, we're going to expect to see some man coverage. As Coach Park said, it's going to be very important with the communication and, with the offensive line picking up the blitzes and the stunts. But we're going to have to find a run game tonight. That's going to be very critical.
Playing of the national anthem means we're just about a couple of minutes away from tonight's kickoff. The Polar Bears and the Morgantown Mohigans. And one of the Polar Bear players who had a really big game last week in the victory over North Marion, and he had a really good game on defense. And you look at a game that had a score like that one of 54-36, and you wonder, okay, how can somebody have a good defensive game? But it was Max Bracero, who transferred to Fairmont from Grafton a year ago, and I had a chance to check with him before the game, find out exactly what his impressions were when he first came to Polar Bear football.
Number 32, Marcus Owen.
Okay, give me a little bit of an idea of this team you've got this season.
Number 80, Landon Bradley. Number 81, Quan Jones.
Take 3.
For Fairmont, number 4, Brody Whitehair. Number 5,
we're going to check in with Max in just a moment. We have both teams at the center of the field now for the coin toss. Polar Bears and the Mohigans. Fairmont Senior coming off the victory over North Marion, while Morgantown, on the other hand, was having a tough matchup against Wheeling Park. And the Mohigans and the Polar Bears both looking to the postseason. So this game, obviously, very important to both teams. Now back to Max Bracero. Talked with him about his game last week against the Huskies and also his impressions when he first came to Fairmont Senior. Fairmont Senior.
My impressions was I wanted to be a winner, and that's what this team has. And I think we're going to beat Morgantown.
Tell me about your role now, because you have really become quite the defensive player, but you're also playing some on offense. Tell me what your assignments are.
Well, for offense, I'm an H-back. I block, make sure that my boys get a touchdown. For defense, stop the ball carries, let the linebackers get that, stop the ball.
You had a really good game against North Marion last time. What went well for you in that game?
I think it was my teammates motivating me, making sure that I do my right thing, helping me out when I don't know what's going on.
That's Max Bracero, who he's a powerful defensive player, right? We've seen him on offense also. They utilize his hard-hitting skills as a blocking back.
Yeah, really like him, Jeff. Really looked at his game, and he's not a real big player, but I'll tell you what, he gives you everything he has. And the thing that impresses you is you watch him. He does little things, the things that a lot of people don't want to do. The blocking, he talked about like being an H-back, as far as that skill, and that's so critical to what they try to accomplish on offense with the lead play. But, you watch him on special teams, the way he runs down on a kickoff, fearless. And, he really sets the tone. And those other guys going down to cover kicks, that's the same thing they do. And then, of course, defense, he just plays hard. That's just what he does.
Morgantown wins the toss of the coin tonight and elects to defer. So that means the Polar Bears will get the football first. The Mohigans' wins have come against South Charleston 65-0, Bridgeport 22-14, Musselman 10-6. They beat Buchanan Upshur 59-3 and lost last week against Wheeling Park 26-16. The Mohigans are in the white uniforms, red numbers, white helmets. The Polar Bears all blue. White helmets, white numbers. Kicking off will be Aiden Steyer, and this is one of the strengths of this Morgantown team, special teams. And Steyer is a key component of that. He does the kicking, he does the punting, and he'll frequently put the ball in the end zone for a touchback, and his punts are, they're high quality. He gets really good hang time, and he has a really good average. Back deep for the Polar Bears. Dylan Hours standing at about the goal line. Steyer approaches the ball from right to left, a driving end-over-end kick, and it is returnable from the goal line. It's Hours up the center of the field, now goes left to the 15, goes to the outside at the 20, he's at the 25, and over the 25 to the 30-yard line, and then goes towards the sidelines and out of bounds.
Yeah, that field position battle will be very critical in all phases of the kicking game tonight.
So the Polar Bears have the football first. It's going to be marked down right at about the 30. First and 10, Fairmont Senior. The Polar Bears, a passing team that can run the ball some. Morgantown, a running team that can pass the ball some. And the Polar Bears start out with 2 wideouts to the left and 2 to the right. Dylan Hours is behind Brody White here, who's in the shotgun. And the snap and the handoff goes to Hours right up the middle, and Dylan stretches forward for a couple of yards, and that'll be it. He was stopped by Morgantown's Brady Savage.
Yeah, and I think tonight we have to look at the run game in terms of getting positive yards, and right there it was just a small gain, but it is a positive gain on first down, not a negative yardage play.
Brody White here, the Polar Bear quarterback, had quite a game last week. On the season, he's averaging 240 yards passing a game. Second down and 8 from the Fairmont 32. Pistol formation for Whitehair with 3 receivers wide to the right and 1 to the left, and the 1 to the left is Navon Jones. Whitehair gets the snap. He's back to pass. Has time, sends it to the far side of the field, and the pass is caught by Dylan Hours along the sidelines, and it's a Polar Bear first down.
Yeah, it looked like they had him in man coverage that time, and great pass by Brody, but really good protection by that Fairmont Senior offensive line. Really, really nice protection.
A 32-yard pass from Whitehair to Hours, a Polar Bear first down in Morgantown territory at the 36-yard line. So Fairmont Senior, first and 10. Whitehair, pistol formation, Hours behind him. Hours gets the handoff up the middle, and he takes it inside the 30, and he takes it down to about the 28-yard line, close to the 27, and close to a Polar Bear first down.
Yeah, great job by that Fairmont Senior offensive line coming off the ball. Gets a really nice block from Richmond. Richmond, nice block.
That's a 9-yard gain, and it's second down and 1 now from the Mohigan 27. This game just underway, first possession. Second and 1. Bracero in as a blocking back for the Polar Bears now. Hours gets the handoff up the middle. Hours has the first down and more inside the 20 and down close to the 15, inside the 15, close to the 14. A 13-yard gain and a Polar Bear first down.
Tell you what, Jeff, this past 2 plays, Richmond played before, and then this one, 2 great blocks, and got a really nice kick-out block. They ran a power scheme that time, kind of a gap scheme, and they executed that very well.
First and 10 from the Mohigan 14-yard line. And this time it goes to Damani Johnson up the middle. Cuts to the outside. Tries to hit the corner, turned at the 10. He's at the 5, down to the goal line, and is going to be stopped just short at about the 1-yard line. Damani Johnson will get about 13 yards on the play, and it'll be first and goal for the Polar Bears.
Tell you what, this is huge, Jeff, to get this kind of running game going on early. This is the thing that we were looking for against Bridgeport, and we're going to see a very similar defense tonight. So to get this start tonight is really, really encouraging.
The ball is on the 1. It's first and goal for Fairmont Senior. And there's Dylan Hours taking the snap at the quarterback position and runs into the pile, and he's pushed in the pile from behind, and the officials throw a flag as he takes it down to the goal line. Penalty pending against the Polar Bears. No, it's against Morgantown. Sorry. And the illegal assisting called against the Polar Bears, so it's offsetting penalties. So it's going to be just run the play again. So no harm on that one. Face mask and too much assisting on the run by Hours. So the Polar Bears do it again. First and goal, and there is the handoff to Dylan, and he's dropped in the backfield back at about the 5. So that time the Polar Bears went out of the pistol formation, the deep handoff, and Hours was hit right at the spot where he took the handoff.
Yeah, they run the same play they pretty much had ran previously, but on the backside we didn't cut it off that time.
4-yard loss, and it's second down and goal from the 5. 2 wideouts to the left side. Actually 3 now, and Whitehair's back to pass, looking over the middle, and the pass is incomplete, but a flag is thrown in the end zone. It was intended for Logan Canfield, incomplete, but a flag is thrown on the play.
Yeah, Jeff, it looked like it should be pass interference.
Flag in the end zone, and it is pass interference called against Morgantown, so that's half the distance to the goal line. That'll be just a 2-yard penalty, but it'll give the Polar Bears a second and goal now from just inside the 3. There is Dylan Hours carrying the ball up the middle down to the goal line, and he's going to be just short. And another flag on the play, and now the official signals touchdown. But there's a flag thrown on the play. And they're calling assisting the runner against the Polar Bears again. That's a 5-yard penalty. And it's going to be second down again. So we've run more plays from inside the 5 than we ran on the entire field. So 2 5-yard penalties. And now the ball comes back to about the 8-yard line. And it's going to be second and goal from the 8. Whitehair in the pistol formation now. Handoff goes to Hours. Hours is hit at the line of scrimmage. He has no place to go.
Number 5, ball carrier.
Coming back with the same play that we've ran, but I like this commitment to the run game by the by the Fairmont senior play callers. Mark Sampson, I think, has really shown that he's committed to the run game to start this drive.
Now it's going to be third down and goal. The ball on the 9-yard line, so the Polar Bears will be looking to the air now. It's an empty backfield with 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Third and goal from the 9-yard line. Whitehair back to pass. Sets up, fires in the middle. It is caught by Navon Jones, and he takes it down to the goal line, into the end zone. Hits up, Polar Bear touchdown.
Great drive, great protection.
Whitehair hits Jones. 9-yard TD pass, and the Polar Bears score first and lead 6-0.
And the thing that run game will do with this first drive is it slows down that pass rush. They can't just tee off on Brody, and that's critical.
Extra point for Peschel, 33 of 36 this season. The ball on the tee. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout. 8:05 to go. First quarter from East West Stadium in Fairmont. It's the Polar Bears 7, Morgantown nothing on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that golden blue pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
It wasn't quite as pretty as it looked like it might be. The Polar Bears scoring on a drive that was highlighted by a 32-yard pass from Whitehair to Ours and then culminated in a 9-yard TD pass to Navon Jones. And now Fairmont will be kicking off from left to right. Cam Peschel is going to be doing the kicking, and the Polar Bears want to keep it away from a couple of Morgantown returners, and they'll probably try to put it right down the middle. And there is the kick, and it is going to be caught at the 14-yard line and taken there by A.J. Thomas. Thomas gets it out over the 30, the 35, to the outside, and a flag is thrown as he takes it up to the 38-yard line. But a flag thrown on the play, most likely a penalty coming up against Morgantown.
Yeah, that Fairmont senior kick return, our kick coverage team has been solid all year. They will be challenged tonight, but they are really going to have to step up and stay in their lanes.
The return came out to the 39-yard line. Block in the back is called against Morgantown.
Block in the back, Morgantown.
Takes the ball back to the 29-yard line, 10-yard Mohegan penalty. Last year when these two teams played, the Polar Bears didn't score and had only 134 yards of total offense. Now it's 1st and 10 Mohigans at their 29, and the handoff goes right up the middle, and it is taken out over the 30-yard line up to about the 33 by Bobby Powell.
Yeah, that's something you expect in this offense, this wing T offense. Heavy dose of the fullback, and they will try to run him quite heavily tonight, I'm sure.
5-yard gain for Powell, and it's 2nd and 5, Morgantown. The ball at the Mohegan 34. Wing back to the right side, and there is the handoff to Powell again, following his blockers, and he takes it out over the 40, up to the 42-yard line, and he has the Mohegan first down. Damani Johnson in on the tackle for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, that time they pull guarding the tackle and get a little kick-out block on the edge, and so they had a little bit of a soft edge that time to run on.
First down 10, Morgantown in its own territory at the 42. Polar Bears with a 7-0 lead. 7 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. And this time the handoff goes to Powell again, and Powell crashes out over the 45 up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle made by Taryn Boda for the Polar Bears, but it's going to be another nice gain. Fairmont having a hard time stopping this running game.
Yeah, they just came with a power play, just an isolation lead play, leading up with the wing back on the linebacker. That's just power football. We just have to find a way to get our pads down and play with some leverage.
From the 47-yard line, it's 2nd and 5 for the Mohigans, and time called at the line of scrimmage, just telling the clock operator to start the clock. 2nd down play coming up, and there's movement at the line of scrimmage. The Mohigans in a false start.
False start, Morgantown.
Yeah, and that's something that's going to be so critical tonight. Jeff is just that as an example is just plain discipline. Let them make the mistakes. You know, we don't make mistakes. Let them make the forced errors.
That takes the ball back to the 41-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd down and 10. 6:12 turning clock first quarter, and the Polar Bears on top 7-0. Quarterback Bowers gives it to Nutter. Nutter goes right, then comes back left. Boda wraps him up and brings him down at about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they try to pull the guard and the tackle on the backside, and we chase it down from the backside. That's one thing. We have some pretty athletic guys that are fast on the backside, and that's what happened on that play. Nice job by Trevor Bigelow.
The Polar Bears think that if they get Morgantown in a passing situation, it's to their advantage. The Mohigans don't throw it that often, but their quarterback has a really good completion rate. 3rd down 10, and there's a timeout at the line of scrimmage. An equipment problem for one of the Polar Bear players.
Yeah, Jeff, I don't think Morgantown's afraid to throw the football, but I don't think they like being in 3rd and 10, and that's going to be a compromised position. I think that's one where we can really expose and try to bring some creative blitzes, and Coach Bardick is very well known for that.
Max Bracero was the player with the helmet issue. They couldn't correct it on the field, so now he's forced to go out of the game. And Morgantown ready now for its 3rd down and 10 from its own 41-yard line. Quarterback Bowers has receivers left and right, fakes it to Nutter, back to pass, getting pressure, sends it downfield long, and the pass is overthrown. It was intended for Ferris at about the 20-yard line, but not a threat for that pass to be completed as it was well overthrown. So it's 4th and 10 and a punting situation.
Yeah, very well covered. We bring a little field pressure. We bring it in Logan Canfield from the field, and they pick it up. Credit to Morgantown, but we cover it really well.
Aiden Steyer in to do the punting. Dylan Hours back to return for the Polar Bears. The line of scrimmage is the 41 in Morgantown territory. Steyers punts it to the far side of the field, and this one is going to go out of bounds. That's not a very good punt for a kid who really punts it well, trying so hard to keep it away from Hours that he just punted it out of bounds near the 40-yard line.
And Jeff, that's a perfect example of, by Hours with what he does affected that play. Even though he didn't return it, it was almost like that's like a 15-yard return. So there's some hidden yards right there.
And you don't get hurt on that kind of a return.
That's correct.
So the ball is at the 39, Fairmont territory. The clock shows 5:04 to go first quarter, and the Polar Bears have a 7-0 lead. 2 wideouts to the near side, 2 to the left. Whitehair in the shotgun formation. High snap, and Hours takes it. Hours right up the middle, gets over the 40 to the 41, and that'll be all. He was wrestled down there by the linebacker, Jalen Hill of the Mohigans.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm really impressed so far with Richmond, the way he's finishing blocks, and ended up with a pancake that time.
Pistol formation now for Whitehair, and their movement at the line of scrimmage, and the Mohigans may have jumped off sides.
Offside, Morgantown.
And that is the call. So that makes the 2nd and 8 a 2nd and 3, and the Polar Bears have the ball at their own 46 now.
And Jeff, everything in the playbook is open right now. Anything they want to use is available.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Whitehair in the pistol. He has Hours behind him. It's 2nd down and 3. And Whitehair back to pass. Now getting pressure, swings it out to Hours, catches it at the 45, gets up to the 50-yard line, has the first down, and he's brought down there. Tackle made by the Mohigans, Sean Carter.
Yeah, credit Brady Whitehair there. They really recovered that really well. Went through his reads, his progressions, then checked it down to Hours out in the flat, and got the first down. Nice heady play. Great read.
Just a 4-yard pass play, but they only needed 3. And the Polar Bears have the first down now in Mohegan territory at the 49. 1st down 10. Bears move from left to right on the far hash marks. Whitehair gives it to Damani Johnson, trying to get outside to the left, and he has no running room, and he's run out of bounds at about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we run that into the boundary, and that's just to keep them honest. We can't run everything to the wide side. That time they got off the block a little bit that time. Jake Anderson, they made a nice play.
2nd down, 10 yards to go for Fairmont at the Mohegan 49, and 3 receivers come wide to the near side now. Johnson, the running back behind Whitehair. That means Ours is a receiver, and Dylan's back to, or Whitehair's back to pass, and he's going to be sacked inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they brought pressure from the field, and that time we didn't see it. Prior to the snap, we didn't see it coming, so they got there that time.
So Fairmont now in a 3rd and a lot. It's going to be 3rd down and 21 as Whitehair's sack cost the Polar Bears 11 yards. So what was promising moments ago now is very difficult. 3rd down and 21 at the Polar Bear 40. Whitehair back to pass now. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to be sacked back at the 37-yard line. So Morgantown steps up its defense here on this possession and forces Fairmont Senior into a punting situation.
Tackle by number 66, Jared Johnson.
Yeah, they just brought a 4-man rush, and that time they were able to drop 7, so not a lot of windows to throw into that time.
Punt time for the Polar Bears now, and they're concerned about returns for Morgantown too. Ours is punting, and he gets it away. A low line drive punt that hits at the 40, takes a neutral roll, then a Fairmont roll, and is down at about the 35-yard line. Morgantown will have the football. They mark it at the 36 with 2:16 to go. First quarter, Polar Bears leading 7-0.
Morgantown will start first and 10 from the 36-yard line.
Morgantown played Bridgeport early in the season, and the Mohigans won that game. A tight one, 22-14. Turnovers bothered the Indians that night. It's 1st and 10 now at the Mohigan 36. And there's the give to Drew Ferris, wide to the left side. Ferris gets the corner turn, breaks a tackle at the 40, and is then hit by Bracero, and he's going to go down over the 40 at about the 43-yard line.
They run a stretch play, and we defensed it pretty well at the point of attack. Credit Drew Ferris for reading it and turning it back inside.
Penalty against the Mohigans, though. It's going to be holding against Morgantown. And we'll see if they assess the penalty from the line of scrimmage. And if they do, that will be to the Polar Bears' benefit because he gained about 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, thus far in this first quarter, I think we're playing with pretty good discipline, and we're letting Morgantown make the mistakes. And if we continue to do that, that's going to pay dividends as this game goes on.
It's a 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. So now it's going to be 1st down and 20, and the ball comes back to the 26-yard line. Clock turns inside 2 minutes here in the first quarter from East West Stadium, the 94th time these two teams have played. 1st and 20, quarterback, back to pass, sends it down over the middle, and the pass is broken up beautifully by Gavin Michael at the 36-yard line, intended for Ferris, but Michael made a nice play.
I'll tell you what, that can't be defensed any better. If you watch Michael, he got one hand on it, and then he brought the other hand to knock it down. Just superb play.
2nd down and 20 now. Ferris 0 for 2 through the air. Or Maddox, rather. Maddox Bowers 0 for 2 through the air, and Ferris was his target on those 2 passes. So it's 2nd down and 20 now at the Morgantown 26. Back to pass, Bowers. Short pass caught by Ferris at the 35-yard line. Breaks free, gets to the 40, the 45, the 50, and then hit along the sidelines by Thornton. But he's in Polar Bear territory at about the 46-yard line, where it's going to be 1st down and 10, Mohigans.
Yeah, Ferris read the coverage that time and sat down where there was an empty space. And you got to credit Bowers on that play. He made a nice read, and then Ferris made a nice play, getting up the field.
30-yard pass play, and it is 1st down 10, Morgantown at the Polar Bear 46. Ferris in motion, and he gets the handoff, sweeping to the left side, looking for an opening, cuts the corner inside the 45 and gets down inside the 40, down to about the 38-yard line, about a yard short of the 1st down. That was Michael who ran him out of bounds.
Yeah, they just run the perimeter sweep play, and he gets a block that time from Patrick Ryan, and he got the edge.
2nd and 2 from the 38 in Polar Bear territory, down to the final minute of the first quarter with Fairmont holding on to a 7-0 lead. Fairmont scored on its initial possession of the game. 2nd down play, 2 men in motion at the same time, and the handoff goes right up the middle, and with the football is A.J. Thomas, but flag on the play. I think we saw that one.
Yeah, Jeff, I think you were on that well before they were.
Yeah, and the 2 guys in motion were like running right at each other. And you're not allowed to do that. So illegal shift is the call, and it's a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Mohigans.
Illegal shift.
So the ball comes back now to the 48 in Fairmont territory. I'm sorry, 43 in Fairmont territory. And the handoff goes to Ferris, coming to this side, and he takes it inside the 40 down to about the 39, where Gavin Michael brings him down from behind. It'll bring up a 3rd down and short, about 3 yards to go.
Yeah, credit Morgantown on that play. I mean, the staple of the wing T offense is the sweep. And it's the play that has to work in this offense, and they execute it pretty well that time, almost to perfection.
A 4-yard gain, and the game clock is down to 10. Morgantown does not have to run this play, and it looks as though they're just going to let time run out at the end of the first quarter. So, time expires after 1 quarter at East West Stadium in Fairmont. The score, the Fairmont Polar Bears 7, the Morgantown Mohigans nothing on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
It's 3rd down and 3 for Morgantown as we start the second quarter. There's a handoff in the backfield, and the running back is stopped. Thomas hit at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 3 for Morgantown.
Number 2, A.J. Thomas, the ball carrier.
Yeah, very well played. They just run the fullback, kind of almost like an inside dive, and Bigelow closed it down in a hurry.
4th and 3 for Morgantown now. The ball at the Fairmont 39, and they'll go for it in this situation. They spread out the formation, but we'll see what they do. And the quarterback wants to throw to the far side. The pass is caught by Ferris at the 35-yard line and goes out of bounds at about the 34. It's a 5-yard pass play and a Morgantown 1st down.
Yeah, we bring Michael on a blitz, inside blitz, and he credit Bowers. He's the son of a coach, so he's really intelligent, knows where to go with the football, and made a good decision on that play.
So the Mohigans gamble a little, going away from their strength, the running game, and go with a pass, and they're successful. 1st down play coming up, and there is the handoff again. This time it comes to Thomas, and Dylan Hours Canfield brings him down as he takes it inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Nice gain on 1st down. They get 7.
Yeah, Jeff, that's the thing about this wing tee offense is that, typically it's fullback is trap and belly plays, and then, of course, the sweeps on the outside. And you try to find what's working, and sometimes the interior's working, sometimes the perimeter. So right now they're finding some success on the inside.
Thomas in the backfield to the right of the quarterback, Bowers, and here's a play-action pass for Bowers. He launches one towards the end zone, and the pass is going to be well overthrown, incomplete. His receiver had turned, and the pass went as though the receiver was going to keep on going, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like Kieran, number 12, was going to break his route off, and then Bowers thought he was going to keep going.
And we have a penalty against the Mohigans, another holding call against Morgantown. Ten-yard penalty is going to be assessed from the line of scrimmage, which was about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, overall, Coach Bartek has to be pretty pleased as far as the discipline we're playing with. Right now we're making, pretty good decisions, and we're letting Morgantown make the mistakes that are hurting themselves.
10-yard penalty takes the ball back to the 38-yard line in Fairmont territory, 37 rather, and it's going to be second down and 13 for Morgantown now. And there is the handoff to A.J. Thomas. Thomas weaves his way through the line and takes it inside the 35 to the 31. He'll get about 6 on the play.
Yeah, they come with the sweep and they pull the guards, and again, big staple of the wing tee offense, but do a pretty good job at the point of attack and forcing it back inside, and then we had help from the inside with the linebackers. It's pretty well defensed.
It's 4-down territory for Morgantown. It's 3rd down and 7 from the 31-yard line. Wide out to the near side, and there is the handoff up the middle to Caleb Nutter, and Nutter is hit by the center of the Polar Bear line as he takes it down to about the 28-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down by about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, they had a little counteraction in there, and we did a good job of staying home. Sometimes all the window dressing that happens in the backfield, you can't get caught up in that. You got to read your initial read.
The ball's at the 27. It's 4th down for Morgantown. They'll go for it here. Handoff goes to A.J. Thomas. Thomas crashes through the center of the line and stretches forward inside the 25-yard line, and it depends on how far he's stretched. And the officials stop the clock, and they decide to call for a measurement. It looked encouraging for the Polar Bears, but then Thomas had a surge near the end, and we'll see if that's going to be enough to get him that first down, bring the chains in.
Yeah, we got pretty good penetration initially, and that kind of diverted his path a little bit. Let's see how the measurement goes here.
Chains come from the far side of the field. Stretch it out. And he is going to have the first down by about the length of the football. So Thomas gets 3, and that's all he needed. First down number 4 for Morgantown. And the Polar Bears didn't take advantage of that Mohigan penalty. And now it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Polar Bear 24. 7-0, Fairmont Senior leads. It was a 9-yard touchdown pass thrown by Brody Whitehair to Navon Jones that gave the Polar Bears the first score of the night. So far, the only one. 9:15 turning clock. Second quarter. Quarterback Bowers hands it off to Powell. Powell off the left side, and he tries to leap over a couple of tacklers and get an extra yard or 2 and takes it to about the 22. Get about 2. It'll be Bracero in on the tackle for the Polar Bears, a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, it's kind of like that split zone concept that you see a lot of college teams running with bringing the H-back back across, and that's what they run on that play. But we do a pretty good job of defending it, keeping it to a 2-yard gain.
Polar Bear front line is Arbogast, Bracero, Richmond, and Bigelow. Second down play. Handoff goes, this time to the right side, and Powell breaks a tackle and takes it inside the 15, the 10, and then stretches out to about the 5-yard line. And finally, Canfield brings him down, but that's a big gain, and it puts the ball in Polar Bear territory, deep in Polar Bear territory at the 5. And Morgantown quickly to the line of scrimmage. First down and goal. Quick pass comes to Thomas. Thomas eludes one defender and then takes it down to about the 2-yard line. Brody Whitehair couldn't bring him down. He went right past him and took it down to the 1.
Yeah, that's the little wrinkle that Morgantown likes to do sometimes, is run the tempo off of positive play. So we have to be ready for that. When they come up, and with a positive play, they like to come with some tempo right after that.
So now it's going to be second down and goal to go. Ball at the 1-yard line. Handoff goes to Thomas again, and Thomas stretches out towards the goal line into the end zone for the Morgantown touchdown. A.J. Thomas gets it in, and Morgantown trails now 7-6.
Yeah, it's a good job by Morgantown to answer, and we're going to have to find an answer of our own. That's something that this is going to be a 4-quarter game, I guarantee you.
And the Mohigans go with the muddle huddle, where they line up 2 sets of players. The kicker in one area with the snapper and a couple of others, and everybody else on the other side of the field. But now they go for the conventional extra point. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So Steyer's kick is good, and with 7:39 to go in the second quarter, the score is Fairmont Senior 7, Morgantown 7 on Fun 93.1.
1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
License plate suture, red Toyota Highlander. License plate suture, if you're blocking the driveway, you need to move it immediately.
Morgantown uses the ground game to tie this game, and the Polar Bears will get the football now as Aiden Steyer will kick off from the 40. He puts the ball on the far hash marks as he kicks from left to right. So he's closer to the Polar Bear bench than he is to the Mohigan bench. And back deep for Fairmont, Dylan Hours, who stands at his 5.
Yeah, Jeff, we just got to keep doing what we're doing on offense. So far, I like what we're doing with the ground game. It's going to pay off because it's just really going to help Brody as we get to this game.
Here is the kick by Steyer, end over end, but short. Hours has to run after it. The ball falls free, and let's see if Morgantown has recovered. And the Mohigans have it. The Polar Bears had Hours over on the far hash mark, and the kick came to the near side, and there was nobody there. So it hit the turf, and Morgantown players running after it recovered it. It's a free ball, and Morgantown has it, and that's a big mistake for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, special teams, as we know, is a very critical phase in this type of game.
Yeah, what happened was Steyer teed the ball up on the far hash marks, so Hours goes to the far hash marks to return, but then he kicked it diagonally, and there was nobody in that open space, and Hours was running as fast as he could, but he had as far to get to the ball as Morgantown's defenders did, and they got there first and fall down on the ball, and Morgantown has possession at about the 15-yard line. So it's a devastating play. Actually, they marked it inside the 15 at the 14. And so Morgantown is in great field position now. There is a Morgantown player who's shaken up on the play, and we have a momentary timeout, injury timeout. With 7:39 to go until halftime, it's Fairmont 7, Morgantown 7 on Fun 93.1.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Two to ball carrier, tackle made by number 5, Howard.
First down play, a handoff to A.J. Thomas, who's corralled from behind by Logan Canfield after a gain of about a yard on the play. Let's call it a pickup of 2. The ball comes down to the 12-yard line, and it's going to be second down and 8 for the Mohigans, trying to take advantage of a Polar Bear mistake. Under center is the quarterback Bowers, and this time the handoff goes up to Nutter, and Nutter gets it to about the 10, and that'll be all. Polar Bears pretty stiff down inside that time, and Caleb Nutter had no place to go.
Yeah, very well played that time in the interior of the defense. The quarterback just reverse pivot, and we did a nice job, stopping it. We can stop them to a field goal attempt. That's going to be a success.
They're down and 7 from the 10-yard line, and Bowers has Caleb Nutter to his right on this third down play. In motion, Marcus Ullum, and the quarterback back to throw. Short pass is caught by Ullum inside the 10, and he'll get it down close to the goal line.
Number 16, Bowers.
Yeah, nice play design. They bring Ullum across the field in motion, and they bring him back out, and they run a little flood concept to the short side of the field. So very, very nice play design.
So these short passes are hurting the Polar Bears now. That's a first down for the Mohigans. And the ball is at the 1. First and goal from the 1. Game tied 7-7, but the Mohigans are threatening to change that now. Power formation, and the handoff goes up the middle, and it's taken into the end zone for the Morgantown touchdown. Caleb Nutter on a 1-yard run, and Mohigans have the lead for the first time. It's 13-7. The officials having a conference now. We've not had any indication as to what the delay is for. And the ball is set down at the 3-yard line, and Morgantown ready to attempt the extra point. Aiden Steyer to kick, and the penalty now, unsportsmanlike conduct called against Morgantown. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. So that will be a major penalty and will force the Mohigans to kick the ball up from their own 25. Steyer will now attempt the extra point from left to right. Bowers gets the ball down, and the kick is up, and it is good. 6:14 to go, second quarter from Fairmont. It's Morgantown 14, the Polar Bears 7 on Fun 93.1.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
AAA action. Travel number 14, Specimen 7. In the Franklin. 10, 7 in the close.
It's been one of the Polar Bears' brightest spots this season, special teams, but a special teams error has given Morgantown an open door to take the lead, and the Mohigans take advantage and now lead it 14-7.
Yeah, we just need to settle down and answer, have an answer on this drive. Face a little bit of adversity. We're going to get good field position, looks like, because they're going to be backed up because of the penalty. So we just need to answer this time on this drive.
So the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty assessed against the Mohigans, and Steyer will kick off from his 25. Ours is back. He's still back pretty deep at the 15, but now there are players flanked on either side of him to avoid what happened the last time when he kicked off and nobody got to the ball fast enough, and Morgantown recovered it deep in Polar Bear territory. You don't usually see a kick recovered at the 14-yard line by the kicking team. Here is Steyer's kick. Driving kick, and Ours catches it at the 15. He gets up to the 20, up the center of the field, the 30, goes to the right side, gets to the 35, and over the 35, up close to the 40, and that's where the Polar Bears will go at about the 45-yard line. First down and 10. So great field position with the ball at the 45. The Polar Bears took the opening kickoff and took it down and scored to take a 7-0 lead.
You know, another after effect of us being able to run the football is you'll start to see more people in the box, and that's going to open up the passing game as the game goes on.
Last couple of times, Brody's had some trouble having time to throw. See how things go now on this first down play. Play action. Quick pass to Michael. Catches it nicely at the 50. Comes to the outside. He's down to the 45. He's at the 40. Takes it inside the 40. Driven to the turf at the 32-yard line. But it's a big play and a Polar Bear first down.
Yeah, nice play call by Mark Sampson. A little play action, little RPO off of what they've done previously with the gap counter play. And a nice job by Michael making the play on that reception.
Brody Whitehair has completed all 4 passes he's thrown for 68 yards and a touchdown. There's Damani Johnson looking for an opening up the middle, and he'll get it down close to the 31-yard line. About a yard gain on the play, and that'll be all.
Yeah, credit Morgantown. They stuffed that play pretty well, but we're staying with that run game. That's I think that's going to be really good.
And Fairmont is in 4-down territory now at the Mohigan 31. 5:20 to go here in the second quarter. Polar Bears trail 14-7. Pistol formation. Johnson behind Whitehair. Tried to get Morgantown to jump off sides, and now the Mohigans do. That hard count, effective.
You know, Jeff, as I recall, as the game started, there was probably about 5 in the box. Now we're starting to see about 7. So you see that they're starting to respect our run game. That's really critical.
Second down and 4 for the Polar Bears now at the 26. Whitehair to pass, comes to the far side. Dinger catches it at the 30. He's down to the 25, the 20, runs towards the sidelines and is pushed out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Now they're bunching up to the inside, and now we're starting to stretch them on the outside. A little quick passing game, so I like it.
15-yard pass play and a Fairmont first down. And Polar Bears are in business now. First down and 10. The ball just outside the 10-yard line. Low snap. Whitehair brings it down, hands it off to Ours. He tries to get outside to the left. He's at the 10. He runs towards the sidelines, and he's thrown out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they bring an interior blitz on that play, and we pick up just enough of it, and then we bounce it with Ours.
He'll get about 4 yards on that carry. That bad snap made it look as if it was going to throw that play off, but Ours ran hard to the sidelines, and he gains 4. So it's second down and 6 for the Polar Bears at the Mohigan 7. Whitehair, another low snap, rolls to the right side, looks, dumps it downfield, and the pass is broken up incomplete at the goal line. Nice defensive play by the Mohigans' Sean Carter. And it's incomplete, 3rd down and 6 for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, Brody rolled out that time, and they're bringing pressure. We didn't slide enough to pick up the pressure coming, on the front side.
Play clock at 18. Fairmont taking lots of time, and they might have to call a timeout here. Play clock down to 10. Polar Bears come to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if they'll be okay. 3rd down and 6 from the Morgantown 7. Moving from right to left. Whitehair now flags at the line of scrimmage, and it's a false start coming up against the Polar Bears.
False start, Fairmont Senior.
That's going to take the ball back to the 13-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down. And about 12 yards to go for the Polar Bears now. At the 12 or the 13. Whitehair in the pistol formation. Johnson behind him. Brody back to pass. Pressure coming. Sends it downfield. The pass is incomplete in the end zone for Logan Canfield. A little bit of contact there. Polar Bear fans thought there might have been interference, but no call. And it's a 4th down and a field goal attempt coming up for the Polar Bears now.
Yeah, pretty good blitz pickup by Dawson on that play to give Brody a chance to get that play off, get that pass off.
Field goal attempt for Cam Peschel. He has never connected on a field goal. He's only attempted one, though. It's from the near hash marks. It's a 25-yard kick. Sharp angle to his right. Canfield to hold. The ball down. The kick is up. It is going to be no good, wide to the right. So the field goal attempt fails, and it's really something, Ray, when you see when he kicks the extra points, he drives them, and that one he was trying to put a little more into it, and he barely had enough distance to get it across the crossbar.
Yeah, it's kind of, I think, the same type of thing kind of in a golf shot sometimes when you try to finesse it as opposed to swing it all the way through, and I think that's kind of what, I think that's a good observation of how he's not swinging all the way through it.
Yeah, it's a difference of 2 points, a field goal versus an extra point, but it gets in your head, and he had a little angle there too. So now Morgantown takes over, 4:21 to go, 2nd quarter, and the handoff goes to A.J. Thomas. Thomas trying to find a hole, but Canfield stops him, and he's brought down at about the line of scrimmage.
Man, great job by that Polar Bear defense on that front side. That is how you play. They come with a concept where they're bringing the guard and pulling, trying to kick out, and we squeeze it, jam it up. There's no place to go.
2nd down and 10 for Morgantown. Clock down to 3:54. The Mohigans taking lots of time to get this play in. Morgantown certainly wants to get a 1st down here and not give the ball back to the Polar Bears with time remaining in the first half. 2nd and 10. And the handoff goes to Ferris, wide to the left side, and he gets the corner turn, gets it out over the 25 and out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Logan Canfield trailing, had one shot to get him from behind but couldn't, and then that meant it was going to be a big gain, and it turned into a 9-yard gain for the runner.
Yeah, that's called a jet sweep in the wing T offense. It's just where they bring motion all the way across and try to give it to them and get them out on the corner as quickly as possible. So it's a very popular play in the wing T offense.
3rd down and 1 from the Morgantown 29. Quarterback up under center. Handoff goes to Thomas. Thomas is hit, but he gets it out over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And it'll be a Mohigan 1st down. A gain of 2. 1st down and 10.
Official timeout.
An official's timeout at the line of scrimmage. Timeout on the field with 2:43 to go in the 2nd quarter. It's Morgantown 14, Fairmont 7 on Fun 93.1.
first was Stillwater. Oklahoma State 7, K-State 0.
It should be at the 20-yard line on a touchback. So if it's over the 30, it has to be a first down. I don't think I have time to describe this mysterious measurement, but after the missed field goal, Morgantown had the ball at the 20-yard line on the touchback. It's not like college where you get it where the line of scrimmage was. So the ball carrier took the ball over the 30 to the 31, and they measured. And it's a first down. So 1st and 10, Morgantown, 2:30, turning clock, second quarter. The ball at the Mohegan 31-yard line, and Morgantown up by a touchdown. Handoff goes to A.J. Thomas. Thomas off the right side is hit at about the 20 or the 34-yard line and goes down.
Yeah, but Boda on that play, he had the guard coming to kick him out, and he slid back inside of him and made it difficult for the back to be able to turn it up.
4-yard gain, and it's going to be 2nd down and 6. 1:55 on the clock. Morgantown leads 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we're going to have a first-hand report of the Mountaineers' win at TCU. We have somebody who was there. Back to pass is Bowers. Sends it to the near side, and it is intercepted by Dylan Hours at the 42-yard line, and the Polar Bears have the football with 1:36 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Jeff, and credit Logan Canfield on that play. He came with a B-gap blitz right between the guard and the tackle and put pressure on Bowers, and then he made an ill-advised throw, and Hours picked it off nicely.
So Dylan Hours gets the interception. They set the ball down at the 42, 1:36 to go, first half. Polar Bears have a chance to tie this game before halftime.
You just need to be patient here. We have all 3 timeouts.
2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left. On the near side, it's Canfield and Michael. Whitehair in the shotgun at the Morgantown 42. Back to pass, getting pressure. Quick pass to Hours, and he slides and catches it. That's when he would like to slide and drop, though, because it'll lose the Polar Bears 2 yards.
Pass complete to number 5, Dylan Hours.
Ball is at the Morgantown 44, 1:19 on the clock. It's turning. 2nd and 12 for the Polar Bears. Need to get the ball down the field now. 3 receivers bunched to the right. Whitehair, quarterback keeper, right up the middle inside the 40 down to the 36. Then there's a flag on the play, and that's not a good sign for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, I like the play call. They have not had many, really any design quarterback runs.
The penalty will be assessed from the spot of the foul, which was about the 42, which means Whitehair actually gained 2 yards before the penalty. But that's going to take the ball back into Fairmont territory now with 1:06 to go in the first half. Ball set down at the Fairmont 48. And it's going to be 2nd down for the Polar Bears. 2nd down and about 20 to go. Whitehair back to pass. Over the middle, the pass is caught beautifully by Dinger inside the 40, and he goes down at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, just well-executed football play from the protection to Dinger catching it with his hands, high pointing the ball. That's how you're going to square in. That's how you do it.
And a timeout called with 52 seconds to go until halftime. It'll be 3rd down and 4 when play resumes. It's Morgantown 14, Fairmont 7 on 93.1 WFGM.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
The Polar Bears looking at a 3rd down and 4 in Morgantown territory at the 36 with 52 seconds to go in the first half. First timeout for the Polar Bears, so 2 remaining. 3rd down play, Whitehair, back to pass, steps up, fires to the sidelines, and Hours catches it along the sidelines and then steps out of bounds. That'll stop the clock at about the 28-yard line. Polar Bear first down on an 8-yard pass play.
Yeah, they bring a field pressure, a wide side pressure, and we pick it up nicely on Brody's backside. Allows him to step into the throw and hit the pass into the boundary.
47 seconds on the clock. It's 1st and 10 at the Morgantown 28. Whitehair has Johnson behind him, and he's back to pass. Rush coming. He's hit. Ball pops loose and rolls out of bounds. Big defensive pressure sent in by Morgantown's Akir Johnson.
Tackle made by number 66.
Yeah, that's one of those hits that happen we can't have on the quarterback. We gotta keep that from happening.
Conversation between the referee and the Polar Bear coaching staff on the far side of the field. You would have a question. Was he trying to throw it? Did he fumble it? If it's fumbled, the Polar Bears get the ball at that spot out of bounds. And that appears to be the ruling. Not an incomplete pass. Fairmont might have been lobbying for the incomplete pass because this brings the ball back to the 36-yard line. That's an 8-yard loss. And the clock is down to 35. Second quarter, Polar Bears trailing 14-7. On the far hash marks, Fairmont moves from right to left, heading towards the parking lot end of the stadium here. Michael Dinger and Canfield are wideouts to the left. Hours and Jones wideouts to the right. The referee having a conversation with Sean Beiser, the Morgantown coach. Now, everything seems to be in place, and the Polar Bears, 2nd down and 17, and Whitehair has to be quick here because he has nobody back there to help block. Now another conversation between the referee and Sean Beiser.
Yeah, Jeff, you're starting to see Morgantown bring a little bit more pressure, and when they bring the pressure, that means they're going to be in man coverage. So look for them to be susceptible. If Brody decides to run, they're not going to have eyes on him. And when they're in zone coverage, they're able to do that. But when they're in man, they're not. So that's something where they could be susceptible to a big run here by Brody on this play.
Now it's 2nd down and 17 for the Polar Bears. The ball at the 36-yard line in Morgantown territory with 45 seconds to go in the half. Empty backfield for Brody Whitehair, the junior quarterback. Back to pass. Now runs out of the pocket, runs upfield, heads towards the sidelines and goes out of bounds inside the 35 at about the 32-yard line. He'll get 4 yards and it'll bring up a 4th down for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, looks like they have the offense on the field.
37 seconds to go in the half, and it's 4th down and 14. And the Polar Bears will go for it here. Scoreboard says 3rd down, and I don't know if there's some confusion about the downs or not, but there's a timeout called by the Polar Bears with 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's Morgantown 14, Fairmont 7 on Fun 93.1.
1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
It's been about 5 minutes of confusion here near the end of the first half. The scoreboard said third down. The yard marker said fourth. Polar Bear coaches have been conferring with the officials, trying to count plays, trying to determine which was right, the scoreboard or the yard marker. The scoreboard operator has moved it to fourth down now. And the officials are still having a conversation with Nick Bardick, the Polar Bear coach. Now they come to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down. Fairmont needs about 14 for the first down. It's at the 32-yard line, nearing the end of the first half. Whitehair is back to pass. He'll need to get rid of the ball. Runs out of the pocket. Now he's going to run with it. He'll take it down to the 35. He's at the 30, and then is going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 25-yard line at about the 20. He'll get about 12 yards on the play, but he's going to be short. Morgantown will take over about 2 yards short of the first down.
Ball will turn one down to Morgantown.
So the ball comes out now to the 20-yard line. That's where Whitehair went out of bounds. 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, Morgantown not well equipped in this situation, so we just need to play smart defense. Let's get out of this, get through the second half.
And the Mohigans come out with a tight formation now. Their quarterback is Maddox Bowers, and he'll take a knee. And that will be the final play with 28 seconds to go. Now the clock starts turning. We've had a little bit of everything that has nothing to do with football here in this first half, and the clock will turn inside 10 seconds and time will run out. And Morgantown will head to the locker room with a 1-touchdown lead. So time has officially expired here at East West Stadium in Fairmont, where it's halftime. And the score, Morgantown 14, Fairmont Senior 7. The halftime report is coming up next on Fun 93.1.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall, and we are Parmar Stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Basketball and softball. She wants to be a pediatrician when she grows up. Little Mr. Parker Coon, little Miss Claudia Jones, and tiny Miss Scarlett Crocker are escorted by Angelia Teresa.
We're at halftime now at East West Stadium in Fairmont, where the Polar Bears and the Morgantown Mohigans locked up in a close game. Morgantown with a 14-7 lead. And Ray, you take a look at this first half, and you see two teams offensively trying to figure out a way to move the ball. Neither team has been that successful with it, but a special teams error is really looming as the difference in this game.
Yeah, definitely. We would look at a game like this. I mean, we know it's no secret. There's going to be, special teams plays that are going to be very critical to the outcome of the game. Kind of like how the first quarter was going for us. I think we were playing pretty steady, and I think we were doing a really good job of staying committed to the run game. Letting them make the unforced errors. But second quarter, we kind of fell into the trap of kind of making a little bit of mistakes ourselves, and then that special teams error was a critical one.
What we're talking about is Morgantown kicking off after tying the game 7-7. Trying to keep the ball away from Dylan Hours. They kicked it off from the far hash. Hours lined up on the far hash, back at about the 10, and when they kicked it diagonally away from him, but there was nobody there for the Polar Bears to recover it, and it bounced and rolled, and Morgantown running as fast as it can. Yeah, they weren't anticipating necessarily that they were going to have the chance to cover it, but they were there, and they get on the football at the 14-yard line in Fairmont territory, so they go right back in and score again and then go on top by a touchdown.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about the field position aspect of things. I mean, that gave them a very short field. So, you look at that as a touchdown drive, the difference in the game right now. And I mean, that was a 15-yard drive. That's a big advantage.
And Fairmont's passing game and running game in the first possession, both were very effective. They ran it well. They threw it well, but then, as you mentioned, Morgantown started upping the pressure, and that made things a lot more difficult for the Polar Bears passing game.
Yeah, and I think that's something that it's a credit to what we're doing, but we also have to have answers for that. I thought we started to stretch the field a little bit with a quick passing game, and you started to see some throws out and where we had some one-on-one coverage situations. So I think we're going to get those opportunities. At times, I think we have protected well. We're going to need to do that as this game continues on. When they brought the 5-man pressures, I think we've been pretty solid on that most of the time. But when when they bring those pressures, a 5 or 6-man pressure, that's going to leave them in man coverage. So they're going to be susceptible to some things that we can be pretty good at.
One of the things Morgantown has that a lot of the Polar Bear opponents hasn't had is they have athletes in the secondary, and their guys in the secondary are the same guys they're throwing to on offense, and they're quick, and they've got good coverage ability, and it's made it difficult for the Polar Bears to get that separation.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you look at what they have back there. I mean, I think our guys can compete. Somebody's just got to get off the line and make a play. I mean, if they are playing this tight press man, we just have to find a way to do that, to be able to get some separation, or in the cases where it's available, we need to stretch the field and get by them.
So we're at halftime at East West Stadium in Fairmont. Ray Frazier is preparing his halftime comments as we speak, and the Polar Bear Band is getting ready to perform. We're going to have a doubleheader, a little bit of the band, a little bit of Ray Frazier. Can it get any better? We'll find out. Halftime score, Morgantown 14, Fairmont 7 on Fun 93.1.
Colors are purple and teal. She enjoys playing the violin and riding her bike. Taylor wants to be an interior designer when she grows up. Tiny Miss candidate Willow is 5. And the daughter of Brian
Okay,
Parker
I'll wait.
and Michelle Morris. Willow
Thank you.
loves Super Kitties, Paw Patrol, and all the colors of the rainbow.
Always.
When she grows up, she simply wants to be a superhero. Tiny Mr. Candidate Baron Johnson and Tiny Miss Candidate Adeline Walters are escorted by Reagan Hardway. Baron is 6 years old. He loves fishing, dirt bike riding, basketball, and baseball. When he grows up, he'd like to be a professional fisherman. Baron's favorite place to go is the field house during basketball season and the pond in the spring to fish. Tiny Miss Candidate Adeline is the daughter of Kurt and Rebecca Walters. She's 4 years old and is in pre-K at Jalen Elementary. When she grows up, she wants to be a dancer and a math teacher. Addie enjoys dancing at movements and dance, bending on dogs sometimes possible, playing with her little sister in the forest, cheering on the ponies. Our next Tiny Mr. Candidate is Paxton Phillips, who's being escorted by Papa Lee. He's the son of Landon and April Phillips and attends kindergarten in Fairmont. As a lover of space, Pax aspires to be an astronaut. He participates in karate, loves golfing,
Thank you.
spending time with his family. And of course, he wants to join the Polar Golf team when he enters.
Okay.
Our next Miss Candidate is Lakeland Faith Cruz, escorted by Roxanne
Got it.
Morgan. She loves playing outside, swimming, and spending time with Mama, with Grandma, and Papa. She loves unicorns and rainbows. Lakeland loves being a polo bear because she likes to support her aunt, Roxanne. She also likes to do flips with her aunt. Our next little Miss Candidate is Ivy Music.
He made a last-minute decision last week to make the trip to Texas, and wow, what a decision that was. Ray Frazier, what a game you saw in Texas last Saturday. That was certainly worth the trip.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, got an opportunity to see a really good football game, and obviously it was unfortunate with the injuries we had, but really proud of how the team played, and they just continue to find ways to win, and that's what they're doing.
Describe the atmosphere at TCU. What was it like?
It was a good atmosphere. I think playing in that first game against Penn State, I think has really helped our team, because when they get on in a hostile environment, which they're going to face every time they go on the road, I think they're very well prepared, very well equipped to face that when they do. And Penn State, they can always draw back to that experience, so I think that's going to help them. But it was a very nice atmosphere for a Saturday night college football game.
Most of us regular spectators did not know about Nico Marshall being injured. And so when Garrett Green played, I think most of us just thought, well, he's playing because he's healthy now. But then when he got hurt, that really made things kind of questionable. He didn't miss playing, but what were you thinking in the stands? Because I'm sure you were aware that we were down a quarterback pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the really neat thing about this team is that, it doesn't matter, which quarterback is out there. I think they just, they have full confidence in both of them. Both of them, they believe in the skill sets that they have. They both, can run the offense pretty much the same way because they have those skill sets. So I just think that they believe in whoever's out there. I mean, that's just the way I think they feel about it.
Okay, what's it like sitting in the stands and you've got your son Zach out there, and he's had a good game and has obviously frustrated at least one defensive lineman for TCU.
Yeah.
And he gets called for, not Zach, but his opponent gets called for 2 defensive holding penalties, which were crucial against TCU. What's that like sitting there watching that? Did you see it all develop as it was happening?
Yeah, I mean, I know, when you're playing center, you have a nose. A lot of times you'll be working up to the next level, trying to get up to the next level, so you're working in tandem with a guard. And so when you try to do that, sometimes that nose can be coached to try to keep you from doing that. And but when there's separation like that, it was an unusual call. I can honestly say I don't know that I've seen many games that have happened like that. But I think that's a credit to Zach and how the effort he was playing with and trying to get to that second level and being determined to get there.
And defensively, this Mountaineer team seemed to play very well.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. They, you know, I just think that they continue to, and I think it's, you know, we say complementary football. I mean, I think all three phases. I mean, you look at our team, you know, it's not any one phase that just, you know, totally, you know, it's all three coming together to work and get a win. So that's the formula for us winning. Now, we're going to have to run the football. We're going to have to play good defense, you know, and we're going to have to play really good special teams, win the field position battle.
You were sitting in the end zone. So if you're in the end zone, you have a good vantage point for field goals.
Yeah.
And field goals were very important in that game.
Yeah, and you know, the only thing is, and you know, I was kind of talking to my brother-in-law at the same time. Two of my brother-in-laws there, and you know, it was kind of, but from where our vantage point was, it was kind of a tough angle to see. So sometimes the kicks we weren't 100%, you know, whether they were made or not. But I can tell you those two blocks at the end of the game, those were huge by Lockhart and Martin, just huge plays.
When you come home, I know you well enough to know that there's not much time from getting in the house to going to the TV and watching the replay of that game because you see a totally different game when you see it on TV.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, when you watch it in person, I mean, obviously, and I think we were kind of talking before the game, there's, you know, a lot of the atmosphere aspect that you get, but there's things that you miss, you know, during the game and the little, you know, finer points of the game. So yeah, it's nice to kind of sit back and kind of watch that at the end and get a chance to see that because you know, you miss things. You really do.
We have the Polar Bear Band on the field at halftime. Let's go down and pick up some of the music of the Fairmont Senior Band. That's the Fairmont Senior Polar Bear Band at halftime here at East West Stadium. Fairmont Senior, Morgantown, the Mohigans have a 14-7 lead, and when we come back, it'll be halftime stats and games around the state. That's all coming up next on Fun 93.1. Yeah. I may give you one more, though. I mean, later, another break. Later, not this one. You'll be there. Got it. Okay, thanks. It's halftime. We're at East West Stadium in Fairmont. Polar Bear Band on the field performing, and it's time to take a look at the first half stats. This has been a defensive game, you might guess from the score. Certainly nothing like last week, and the stats will bear that out. First downs, the Polar Bears have 6. Morgantown has 6. Rushing yards, Fairmont has 24. Morgantown has 79. Through the air, Fairmont has completed 8 of 10 passes for 101 yards, 1 touchdown. Morgantown has completed 4 of 7 passes, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Total offense, Morgantown 126, Fairmont Senior 125. Penalties have been a factor in this game, and it's been Morgantown bothered most. The Mohigans have 9 flags, 67 yards. The Polar Bears 4 for 25. Turnovers, a big factor in this game as Morgantown on a kickoff recovered the ball at the Fairmont 14-yard line and took it in a couple of plays later to take that 7-point lead. Individually, the leading rusher for the Mohigans is Bobby Powell, 40 yards on 6 carries. He was injured in the second quarter, did not return to carry the ball in the first half. For the Polar Bears, the leading ball carrier is Damani Johnson, 14 yards on 3 carries. Dylan Hours, 6 carries for 13. Touchdown scorers, well, the Polar Bears scored first. It was Devon Jones catching a 9-yard TD pass from Brody Whitehair. Extra point by Pesha was good. 8:05 to go first quarter. Fairmont 7, Morgantown nothing. The Mohigans did not score the rest of that quarter, so the Polar Bears took that lead into the second quarter, but it was the second 12 minutes that Morgantown dominated because with 7:38 to go, A.J. Thomas scored on a 1-yard run. Extra point from Steyer is good. It's 7-7. And then after the kickoff, we talked about that the Mohigans recovered at the Fairmont 14. It was a 1-yard run by Caleb Nutter that put Morgantown up, and that was just 1 minute and 24 seconds later. Extra point by Steyer was good, 14-7. The Polar Bears did attempt a 25-yard field goal after that, but it fell short. And the Polar Bears go into the locker room trailing Morgantown by the score of 14-7. When we come back, we're going to take a look at games around the state. You know, the other 2 county schools played last night, but there are lots of games going on tonight, including Bridgeport and Parkersburg South. We'll take a look at that score and more when halftime continues from East West Stadium. The halftime score, Morgantown 14, Fairmont 7 on Fun 93.1. All right, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, okay? 2:30. I'll be back. Yeah, 2:30. Okay, bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Polar Bear Marching Band. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get out your red colored ticket for the 50-50 drawing. Tonight's winner will take home $244. That winning number is 162. 182. 162. 182. If you have the winning ticket, please come to the press box for your win. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's the red ticket tonight for the 50-50 drawing.
I'm back.
162, 182. If you have those 6 tickets, come on up to the press box.
Tight game here at East West Stadium as halftime is winding down. Morgantown leads the Polar Bears 14-7. Let's take a look at scores around the state. Let's start in AAA, where the Bridgeport Indians are playing at home against Parkersburg South, and Bridgeport leads it at halftime 14-7. Cabell Midland, ranked number 1 in AAA, leading Musselman 28-7 at the half. Huntington, the second best AAA team, according to the ratings, leading Woodrow 14-0 at halftime. And here's one, Frankfort from AA, leading 5th-rated Spring Mills from AAA, 10-7 at halftime. A little bit of a surprise in this game. Buckhannon Upshur 13, Lewis County nothing at the half. Lewis County had high hopes for a playoff opportunity after beating Lincoln. This wasn't a game they were expecting to lose, and they trail 13-0 at halftime. And if we look in the AA scores, Lincoln is leading RCB at the half, 14-0. Scott on top of Logan, 34-9. Scott is the 3rd ranked team. North Marion played last night, beating Elkins 49-14. Kaiser, number 15 in AA, beating AAA John Marshall 14-7. Nicholas County on top of Braxton County 31-0 at the half. Herbert, Hoover, and Wayne tied 14-14 at the half. A little bit of a surprise there. Hoover rated number 9 at 4-2, and Wayne is 2-3. Liberty and Berkeley Springs, that game is scoreless in the first quarter. Bluefield leads Pikeview 14-0 in the second quarter. Independence 41, Westside nothing second quarter. So those are your games around the state, and the game we're most interested in, the one here in front of us, the Polar Bears and the Morgantown Mohigans. This, I mentioned before, I don't actually think I had the chance to say anything more about it. Since I wrote it down, I want to mention it. This is the 94th time these two teams have played. Morgantown is Fairmont's oldest rival. You think, well, what about East Fairmont? Well, remember, East Fairmont evolved from Fairmont Seniors. So Fairmont produced East Fairmont, and that was later on. So even though Fairmont East and West have played over 100 times, Morgantown and Fairmont Senior would be well over 100 if they hadn't had a couple of gaps in that series between the two teams. Morgantown leads at 54-33 with 6 ties. In the 90s, the Mohigans had a 14-game winning streak against the Polar Bears. But prior to that, the Polar Bears had a 10-2 streak against Morgantown. So there was an 11-year gap. That's when Fairmont with AA, the NCAC, crumbled. Remember, these two teams used to be conference opponents back in the, well, I call it the old days, but it doesn't seem like it was that long ago. Also, I did want to mention that Fairmont's Luke Ambrosino had knee surgery today, and I checked on him thinking, well, he's recovering, and texted me back and said, I'm doing fine, I'm at the game. So that's a good start on rehab. Luke is watching his Polar Bears in action after undergoing successful ACL surgery today. Polar Bears kicking off, and it's going to be Peschel kicking end over end to the far side, taken at the 8-yard line. Out to the 10, up to the 15, the 20, and over the 20 to about the 27-yard line. That was A.J. Thomas on the kickoff return, and that's where Morgantown goes, first down and 10.
Morgantown will start first and 10 from the 27-yard line.
First down 10, Morgantown. Ball set down at the 27. So we start the second half, and what the Polar Bears would like to see is a 3-and-out. They send 2 receivers to the right side now. Shift the strength to the right side as well. Caleb Nutter, a wingback, to the right. on this first down play. Handoff goes to Bobby Powell, and Powell takes it out over the 30, up to the 33-yard line. Gang tackled there. It was Gavin Michael to hit him first.
Yeah, they ran a sweep into the boundary, and when you do that, you have to be able to turn it up very fast, and that's what he did. I mean, as soon as he could, he turned it up and got his shoulders north and south.
So Powell, who was injured in the first half, back playing for Morgantown and carrying the football for the first time in a while. It's 2nd down and 4 for the Mohigans. The ball at the 33-yard line, and this time Powell carries it off the left side. He's got the first down as he backs it up almost to the 40 before he's hit and brought down by the Polar Bears' Taryn Boda.
Yeah, credit Powell with the physical run. In the wing T offense, the fullback is usually going to be your best overall runner, and I think that's kind of the case in this situation. They're going to try to run him as much as they can.
Bigelow, Arbogast, Bracero along the front line for the Polar Bears now. Boda, Hours, Canfield, and Dakota Nisley are the linebackers. First down and 10 for Morgantown at its own 40-yard line. Nutter comes in motion. Handoff goes up the middle to Powell, and Powell surges forward and takes it up to the 45-yard line before Dakota Nisley nails him, but it's another nice gain, a pickup of 5.
Yeah, pretty good play concept. They bring the back across to get a block, Caleb Nutter, and then they just turn it up with an ISO power play.
Caleb Nutter is their leading rusher coming into this game, averaging 100 yards, rushing over 100 yards a game, and he's gained just 6 yards on 4 carries tonight. They have not used him much at all. And there is Ferris on the jet sweep to the left, and he's tracked down from behind, brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and a flag thrown on the play as well.
Yeah, that's the danger of running the jet sweep. When you're on the jet sweep, if you get a little penetration, you could have a very big negative yardage play. Let's see what the penalty is.
Oh, Polar Bears hit with the penalty. Illegal block called against Fairmont Senior. Blocking below the waist. So that flag that we thought was going to be a holding penalty against Morgantown turns out to be a 15-yard penalty against the Polar Bears. And a Morgantown first down takes the ball into Fairmont territory at the 40. So 1st and 10 Mohigans, the ball in the center of the field. Morgantown 14, Fairmont 7, 9:50 to go, third quarter from Fairmont. Morgantown rated 6 in AAA, Fairmont 4 in AA. There is Thomas getting the handoff, goes right, then decides to change his mind and go left, and is brought down inside the 40 at about the 38-yard line. Arbogast and Canfield in on the tackle for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, very well played by that interior. Everybody staying in their gaps, everybody keeping the gap integrity. That was a nice job.
A 2-yard gain for Thomas. And it's 2nd down and about 8 yards to go. The ball at the 38. Maddox Bowers, quarterback. In motion goes Ferris. Handoff goes to Thomas up the middle. Thomas takes it down to the 35 and then is spun around and brought down there. He'll get about 3 yards on the play, bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, pretty good job by our defense line the past 2 plays of maintaining their gap. And allowing the linebackers to get to where they need to go to make a play.
Caleb Nutter, late replacement for Morgantown now. Bobby Powell goes out. 3rd down and 5 for Morgantown. The ball at the 35. They need to take it to the Fairmont 30. It's in the center of the field. Ferris goes wide to the left side. And the handoff goes to Thomas. Thomas is hit in the backfield. Hours has him and brings him down for a loss of 2. It'll be 4th and 7 for Morgantown.
Yeah, just great team defense. They were trying to get the edge and no place to run, no place to go. and he tried to turn it back up to the inside, and ours is right there.
Morgantown with the ball at the 37-yard line, considering this 4-down territory, and will go for it now. They had a big 4th down pass completion in the first half. Empty backfield, so they'll definitely be going to the air now. 4th down play, Bowers to pass, near side pass is caught at the 31-yard line, taken out of bounds. Looks to be enough for a Morgantown first down.
Big play by Bowers.
Powell catches it right along the sidelines. It looked as though it might be going to the receiver a little closer to him, who reached out for it. Fortunately for Morgantown, he didn't get a hand on it because the pass was then caught by Powell, an 8-yard gain and a Morgantown first down. So the Mohigans keep the drive going. Second 4th down conversion they've had tonight. It's at the Fairmont 29. 7:25 to go, third quarter. Morgantown with a 14-7 lead. And there's a timeout at the line of scrimmage called by the Mohigans. Timeout Morgantown, 7:20 to go, third quarter. Morgantown 14, Fairmont 7 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Par-Mar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings and sign up for the Par-Mar rewards card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall and we are Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup.
First down 10, Morgantown in Fairmont territory, 7:20 to go in the third quarter. Tight one here in Fairmont. Morgantown with a 14-7 lead, but threatening now with the ball in Polar Bear territory. First possession of the second half. Maddox Bowers sends Thomas in motion, gives it to Powell. Powell off the left side, spins inside, then hit hard by Gavin Michael, goes down at about the 25-yard line. Gain of 4, it'll be 2nd and 6. Ferris splits out wide to the left side now. Thomas, wide right. Now Ferris comes in motion and switches from left to the right side. 2nd down and 5. More switches as they switch the strength from the left to the right. And now there is a flag at the line of scrimmage. A lot of movement, and I mean legal movement by Morgantown, shifting, going in motion, and it got to the Polar Bears, drew them off sides, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and about a half a yard to go on that 5-yard Polar Bear penalty.
Yeah, you see a lot of teams doing that, and just like you said, it can switch the strength and get a more favorable matchup. But now they've used it to get to a 2nd and 1.
2nd down, 1 yard to go. Morgantown has quarterback Bowers up under center. Now he goes and moves Ullum from the right to the left side. And there is Thomas getting the handoff up the middle, and Thomas through the middle of the line will get the first down with a little room to spare. Logan Canfield brings him down at about the 16-yard line.
First down for Morgantown.
Yeah, by setting the motion like they are, as quickly as they are, and then snapping it immediately after, it doesn't give the defense a lot of time to adjust.
So now 1st down and 10 at the Fairmont 16. This has been a long Mohegan drive. It's the first one of the second half, 6:10 to go, and they've still got the ball. Bowers hands it off to Powell, and he's hit in the backfield. No gain on the play. Polar Bears had it well defensed. That was Arbogast who hit him first. Bracero there as well. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they just go old school I formation and just power football, and we play that. We play that pretty well.
2nd and 16 now. Ullum, a wing back to the left side. Quarterback under center. And Powell gets the handoff again off the left side. Now angles back over the center of the field. Gets the first down as he takes it inside the 10 down to about the 4-yard line.
Tell you, Powell did a really good job that time following Ryan, 6'4", 240-pound senior guard, getting north and south, following him through the hole.
Second down play, or first down play and goal. Powell gets it in, brought down, and an injured Mohegan player is Powell again. Looks like just cramps. But we have a timeout on the field with 5:15 to go, third quarter. The score, Morgantown 14, Fairmont 7 on Fun 93.1.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankancity.com.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
1988 Fairmont senior graduate Kenny Irons, a happy 53rd birthday.
Bobby Powell, the injured Morgantown player, comes to the sidelines. He's just having cramps, and he comes to the side after gaining a yard on that last carry. 74 yards rushing tonight for Bobby Powell, who's signed to play at VMI. Second down, goal to go. The ball on the near hash marks. Morgantown trying to cash in after a long, painful drive for the Polar Bears. It's taken almost 7 minutes off the clock. Old-fashioned T formation for Morgantown. Thomas gets the handoff, slashes his way off the left side into the end zone for the Morgantown touchdown. A.J. Thomas, 2-yard run, Morgantown 20, Fairmont 7. So ready for the extra point now. Aiden Steyer to kick, and Maddox Bowers to hold. Kick is up, low line drive kick, but it is good. Timeout on the field with 4:59 remaining, third quarter. Morgantown 21, Fairmont 7 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Morgantown leads here 21-7. That's the same score in the Bridgeport-Parkersburg South game. The Indians on top 21-7 over the Patriots. After tonight, the Polar Bears will have homecoming. That will be next Friday night against the Carrick Raiders. It's a school from the Pittsburgh area. They've not had a great season. It'll be the first time the Polar Bears have played Carrick. That'll be next Friday night, 7 o'clock game time homecoming for the Polar Bears. Steyer ready to kick off. Tees it up at the 40 on the far hash marks. And his kick, high end over end, nice kick. And this one is going into the end zone for the automatic touchback.
Yeah, I know you mentioned before the game that he had the capability to do that, and he did it on that play as far as kicking it into the end zone.
I wish he'd done it on that second one.
Would have been a better result. That's correct.
Yeah. The end zone would have been a little better idea. But now the Polar Bears have 80 yards to go to try to get back into this game, trailing 21-7. Remember, though, this Fairmont team is a big play team, so you don't have to get necessarily down that they're behind by 2 touchdowns midway through the third quarter. Just like that, they could come back and cut it to a 1-score game. 1st and 10 at the 20. Handoff. Ball taken up the middle for maybe a half a yard. Still an Hours carries it, and it'll be 2nd down and about 10 to go for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, we run the power play there with the guard and the tackle pulling, a little gap scheme, and they close it down on that front side. They close it down and play it well.
2nd down and 10 now for the Polar Bears. Can Brody have enough time to throw is the question. He's in the pistol formation, and he's back to pass. Near side pass, caught by Dinger. He catches it at the 25 and then is buried at about the 24-yard line. We'll get about 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, 4-man pressure. They drop 7 and, looking to keep everything underneath, and they do a good job of that play.
3rd down 6 for Fairmont at its own 24. 3 receivers right, 1 left, trying to get them to jump off sides. They don't. Play clock at 10, so plenty of time. Whitehair out of the pistol formation. Takes the snap, back to throw, far side. The pass is caught for the 1st down at the 30-yard line, and almost broken for even more. Cannon Dinger catches it and finally goes down at the 44. It'll be a 20-yard pass play.
Yeah, I'd like to see Dinger on that play. He a lot of savvy on that play, because you see a lot of times people, when they run the route on that situation, they won't run past the sticks, and he did it on that play. Nice awareness.
145 passing yards tonight for Whitehair. 1st and 10 Polar Bears. And Hours gets the handoff, dragged down from behind at about the 41-yard line, so he's going to lose yardage on the play. Brady Savage makes the tackle, and it'll be 2nd down and about 12.
Yeah, it looked like we had everybody. It looked like we had hat on hat, but it looked like they had 1 extra guy in the box that we couldn't account for.
2nd down and 12 for Fairmont at its own 41-yard line. 2:50 to go in the third quarter. Morgantown 21, Polar Bears 7. Whitehair has Hours behind him, and he's back to pass again. To the far side, the pass is incomplete. He had Canfield and Dinger in the area, and the pass split the difference. It'll be 3rd down for the Polar Bears.
Let's see what the flag is, but it looks like they're starting to crowd the box a little more.
Ineligible receiver called against the Polar Bears. Five-yard penalty. Ineligible receiver downfield called against the Polar Bears. So now it's going to be 2nd down and about 20 to go. It used to be a loss of down penalty, but not anymore. Whitehair back to pass, rush coming, screen pass, caught by Hours. He gets out over the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50, down the sidelines at the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. He's into the end zone. Hits up, Polar Bear touchdown. No flags on the play. It'll be a 64-yard TD pass, and the Polar Bears strike and trail 21-13.
Tell you what, Jeff, great play call by Mark Sampson on that play, and very well executed by that young Polar Bear offensive line to get to the 2nd level and do a great job on the screen, and great patience by Hours also.
Peschel to attempt the extra point from right to left. Ball down, the kick is up, and it is no good, wide to the right. So a crucial missed extra point for Cam Peschel. Timeout on the field, 2:28 to go, third quarter. Morgantown 21, Fairmont 13 on Fun 93.1.
1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
14, John Marshall 7 in the second. Scott 34, Logan 9 in the third. And Mingo Central 6, Pleasant 0.
Well, we asked for the big play. We got it, but we also expected to get the extra point. So we got a little of what we wanted, but not everything. And it's now 21-13. Morgantown on top, and the Polar Bears will kick off from right to left.
I want to see this kick coverage team go down and cover like they have all year and stay in their lanes and make something happen here. It's coming.
Powell and Thomas are back deep. Powell on the far side, Thomas on the near side. Peschel kicks it end over end. Nice driving kick, and it hits at the 10 and rolls to the 6. Picked up there by Thomas, running laterally to the left, and he is down at about the 8-yard line.
Great job, great job. That's exactly what we needed in this moment. We just need to start, right away and get this like a 3 and out, and we'll be just fine.
So Morgantown deep in its own territory. The Mohigans haven't fumbled the ball yet tonight. 2 minutes, 2 seconds to go, third quarter, and Morgantown up by 8 with the ball at its own 8-yard line. And there is the handoff up the middle, and carried way too much by Caleb Nutter, as he'll get the ball all the way out to about the 20-yard line, a 12-yard gain and a first down.
Yeah, that's the thing with that wing T offense. They look for the places that they think that there might be some soft spots. They'll try to attack the perimeter, but then they'll come back inside.
Nutter's best running play of the night. He gained 12 yards, and Morgantown goes 1st and 10 from the 20. There is Thomas off the left side, and Thomas sorting through defenders gets the first down and more out over the 35 to about the 37-yard line. Boda makes the stop, but Morgantown on the move.
Yeah, brought some pressure on that play. You got to be careful on that, especially this wing T offense. If they block it and they get it, they catch you just right. They're going to be left open with some gaps.
Now it's 1st down and 10 at the Mohegan 37-yard line with 1:20 to go in the third quarter. Morgantown leading 21-13. Nutter again. Takes it up the middle, takes it out over the 45 to 50 into Fairmont territory at the 48-yard line. A 15-yard gain.
Yeah, they're running that split zone again, and they're finding some hole there in the inside.
1st and 10 at the Fairmont 48-yard line. Quick pass near side, dropped by Thomas. He really didn't want to catch it because Dinger was headed right for him, and the pass falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, can't fall asleep on that. We got to be ready for even a run pass option. They won't run it very much, but they will run it.
So the Mohigans with runs of 12, 13, and 17 since getting the ball at their own 8-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Thomas in motion, gets the handoff, sweeping to the left, cuts it back, takes it to the 45, the 40, and down to the 39-yard line. Boda makes the stop about a yard short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and a yard to go. Morgantown is a big, strong team along the offensive line. They've got a couple of 300-plus linemen. And after a while, you wonder if they start to wear you down. Remember, these guys are playing both ways. 3rd down and 1. Handoff again goes to Nutter. But no, he's hit by Trevor Bigelow. A loss on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down for Morgantown.
Yeah, huge play by Bigelow on that. You got the penetration that we needed, and they just try to run An inside off tackle, and he closed it down.
4th down and 3 yards to go for the Mohigans, and time will run out here in the 3rd quarter. Morgantown looking at a 4th down and 3 when the 4th quarter begins here at East West Stadium. The score, Morgantown 21, Fairmont Senior 13 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall, and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
A big play to start the 4th quarter. Morgantown 4th and 3 from the Fairmont 41. Handoff goes to Powell in the backfield. He is nailed behind the line of scrimmage, and the Polar Bears take over on downs. Trevor Bigelow hit him first, and then he had nowhere to go, and the Polar Bears will take over. 1st down and 10. Let's see where they mark the ball. It'll be at the 42 with 11:53 to go in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, huge play, Jeff. That was just huge in that moment. We've got to capitalize on this drive.
Fairmont with the football, trailing by 8, 21-13. Whitehair in the pistol. He has Hours behind him, or Johnson rather. No, that's Hours, and he gets the handoff. Hours hit as he takes it back to the line of scrimmage. And that was Malik Mbayo in on the stop for Morgantown.
Yeah, just still being patient. Still, the run game still is there because we still have shown that we can block it tonight. Just got to keep staying with it.
2nd down and 9 after that 1-yard gain for Hours. Ball at the Fairmont 43-yard line. Early minute of the 4th quarter. Whitehair has 3 receivers to the left. He's back to pass. Over the middle, the pass intended for Michael, almost intercepted. It's incomplete. Defended nicely by Morgantown's Bobby Powell, and it'll be 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, they brought a 5-man pressure, brought a outside linebacker from the field, from the wide side of the field.
So 3rd down for the Polar Bears, 3rd and 9. Michael, wide out to the near side. 3 receivers left. Hours in the backfield alongside Whitehair. 3rd down and 9 from the Fairmont 43. Whitehair to pass, steps up in the pocket, now runs to the far side of the field, but he's in trouble, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Number 4, Billy Whitehair, the ball carrier.
So Whitehair unable to get the yardage necessary for the 1st down, and now it's going to be 4th down for the Polar Bears, and another Morgantown player having some issues with cramps. Timeout on the field, 10:50 to go, 4th quarter. Morgantown 21, Fairmont Senior 13 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Okay. Morgantown's Sean Carter, injured on the play, walks off okay. And the Polar Bears forced to punt now, 4th down and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Hours back to punt. Gets a low snap, gets it away. It's a line drive punt, goes right out of bounds. That was set up by the low snap, but then Dillon really had a bad punt. It was a line drive, probably not more than 8 to 10 feet off the ground, and went right to the sidelines. And it's going to be a punt of minimal yardage, maybe less than 10.
Yeah, we're lucky he fielded that snap. He looked like a shortstop on that one.
It's at the 47-yard line, so that is a 5-yard punt for the Polar Bears. That's not the time you wanted that. 10:45 to go in the game, and Morgantown has the ball right back, almost in the spot where they gave it up on downs just moments ago. The Mohigans have an 8-point lead. In motion comes Thomas. Handoff goes to Bobby Powell off the right side, and Powell takes it down to the 40, and then Michael throws him to the turf after a gain of about 7. Now we have a Morgantown player injured on the play. And that was the running back, Powell, again. This is the 3rd time we've delayed the game for a Bobby Powell injury. 10:33 to go, 4th quarter, timeout on the field. The score, Morgantown 21, Fairmont 13 on Fun 93.1.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
It'll be 2nd down and about 3 yards to go for Morgantown at the Fairmont 40. 10:27 to go here in the 4th quarter. And the handoff goes to Caleb Nutter, and Nutter struggles forward down to about the 38-yard line. He'll be about a yard short of the 1st down.
Yeah, they're still coming with that inside running game. It's a quarterback reverse pivot, and they come back with the fullback inside.
Give him just a yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2. The ball at the Fairmont 39. We're now inside 10 minutes to go. Morgantown on top 21-13. They led 14-7 at halftime. Bowers, the quarterback, gives it to Nutter off the right side. Nutter breaks a tackle and takes it inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line. Arbogast brings him down there, but it is a 1st down for the Mohigans after a gain of 5. Nutter 37 yards rushing tonight on 9 carries.
We said before the game started that it was kind of a trademark with, how many different ball carriers they'll have. Not that they're using as many tonight, but that's one of the things they are able to do in this offense is to spread it around.
1st down and 10 at the Polar Bear 34. And Bowers sends Thomas in motion and then hands it again to Nutter. Nutter carries it inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. He'll get about 7 yards on the play.
This key thing is 4th quarter. We got to start, really reading our keys and not pay attention to the motion, not pay attention to the window dressing. We need to read our keys that are right in front of us. That'll take us to the football.
And Morgantown content to take plenty of time to get the plays off. As the play clock is down to 20, they're still in the huddle. And the game clock is down to 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go. 2nd down and 3 for Morgantown now And the handoff goes to Powell, who's hit in the backfield by Bracero, but then squirms free and gets about a yard.
Brought down by number 40, Max Bracero. Third down.
Yeah, great job, Bracero, getting penetration, keeping his pad level down to get underneath the blocker.
Third down, 3 yards to go. The ball at the Fairmont 27-yard line. As we turn inside 8 minutes to go in this game. There's a handoff to Powell and flag at the line of scrimmage. False start called against Morgantown. Morgantown had 9 penalties in the first half. That's their first of the second half. But it makes a third down and 3, now a third down and 8. 4 down territory with an 8-point lead. Morgantown has the ball. Clock turns inside 7:55 to go. Wide out to the near side is Thomas. Wing back to the left, and Bowers back to pass. Far side, the pass is complete. A diving catch made inside the 30. Oh, it's incomplete. He didn't come away with the ball. So it's going to bring up a 4th down play.
Yeah, this is kind of no man's land. I believe they will go ahead and go for too far for a field goal, and really not much of a field position change if you decide to punt here. So it looks for him to go for it here, I'm sure.
And timeout called now by Morgantown. 7:42 to go in the game. The score, Morgantown 21, Fairmont 13 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
In Big 12 action at the half. Oklahoma State 27.
So Morgantown is looking at a 4th down and 8 at the Fairmont 32. 7:42 left in the game, and Morgantown leads 21-13. They will go for the first down here. Powell in the backfield alongside quarterback Bowers. Bowers back to pass. Short pass hits the back of the intended receiver and falls incomplete, and the Polar Bears will take over on down.
Yeah, great job by Canfield putting pressure on him, so he did not have very much time to get rid of the ball.
So at the 32, first down, 10 Polar Bears, 7:37 to go in the 4th quarter. And the Polar Bears trail by 8, 21-13. Damani Johnson behind the quarterback. There's a screen pass to Hours. He catches it at the line of scrimmage, gets out over the 35, up to the 40, the 45, and brought down there. Dillon ran into his own player trying to get down the field. He'll get the first down, though, on that screen pass as he scored on a screen pass earlier tonight.
Yeah, I love that play call. They, been committed to that play all night. The little counter tray play, gap scheme where they bring the guard and the tackle. Set that up nicely with a little screen pass off of it.
221 passing yards for quarterback Brody Whitehair. First down and 10 from the Fairmont 44. Whitehair back to pass. Passes to the far side. Hours catches it and runs out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. He'll get about 4 on the play.
Yeah, we just need to be patient. If they give us the underneath stuff, let's just take it and methodically go down the field. We're fine. We just need to take the pitch and catch and get what we can get.
Earlier tonight, Brody Whitehair moved ahead of Kyle Allard into seventh place all-time in completed passes by a Polar Bear quarterback. 2nd down and 6. The ball at the Fairmont 48. 7 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the game. Bears down by 8 points. Pistol formation, Whitehair to pass, far side of the field. The pass is incomplete, intended for Dylan Hours at about the 46 in Morgantown territory. Couldn't hang on. It's 3rd down and about 6 for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, they bring internal pressure that time, and Brody does a nice job of getting rid of it quick and throw it to the right read.
3rd down 6 for the Polar Bears now, near midfield at the 48-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Whitehair back to pass, getting pressure from the backside. On the run, gets to the 45, gets to the 50, and runs out of bounds right at about the 50-yard line. And he's going to be about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Now they set it back at the 49, so a 1-yard gain, and he's 5 yards short. 4th down for the Polar Bears, 5 to go. What do you do?
Yeah, this is an interesting decision. Coach Bartek decided to go for it. 4th and 5, they have a play they feel confident with.
4th and 5, trying to draw them offside to the line of scrimmage. That's not working, so Whitehair looks to the left, and the Polar Bears want to call a timeout. Timeout Fairmont, 6:57 to go in the game. It's Morgantown 21, Fairmont 13 on Fun 93.1.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Here we go. Here's the situation. Fairmont has the football near midfield at its own 49, looking at a 4th down and 5, 6:57 to go in the game, and the Polar Bears trail 21-13. So we'll see how the Polar Bears play this one now. Dylan Hours in the game as a receiver. Gavin Michael, a receiver as well. Empty backfield, so that means have to be a quick pass. Morgantown has pressured Brody Whitehair all night long. 4th down, 5 yards to go. Whitehair back to pass, steps up, sends it over the middle. The pass is caught by Dylan Hours. Are they going to roll it complete? The officials looking at each other, they call it a completed pass, and the Polar Bears have it inside the 30-yard line at the 24.
What a huge play, Jeff. Ice water in his veins for both those young men. That was just a huge play by both of them to step up in that situation on a 4th down critical play.
So the Polar Bears keep the drive going and keep themselves in this game. It's at the Morgantown 24 with 6:51 to go. And the Polar Bears trail by 8. 1st down, 10. The ball on the near hash marks. Polar Bears move from left to right. Fog rolling into the stadium as the Polar Bears head towards the small scoreboard end of the stadium. Handoff goes to Dylan Hours, and Hours fumbles the football. And the Polar Bears' Brody Whitehair has recovered. So that'll be a loss of about 4 yards on the play on the Polar Bear fumble. Dylan Hours has carried the ball 10 times tonight for 8 yards. 2nd down, 14 for the Polar Bears at the Morgantown 28 with 6 minutes to go in the game, and Fairmont down by 8. Whitehair back to pass, has time, now moves up in the pocket, and he gets free. He gets down to the 20, he's at the 15, gets down close to the 10, and there's a flag thrown.
Flag on the play.
Flag thrown as Whitehair had gained the first down, took it all the way down to the 11-yard line, and a holding penalty coming up against the Polar Bears.
Yeah, that penalty flag came in late. Let's see if we, on the outside. Let's see. Yeah, it was very hard to see on the perimeter. It looked like that flag came in late.
So the ball is going to be marked down at the 31-yard line. Whitehair gets credit for a gain of 7 yards and then the penalty. So it's going to be second down for the Polar Bears. The ball at the 31. They need to take it to the 14. So it's 2nd and 17. 5:50 to go in the game. Whitehair back to pass to the far side of the field. The pass is caught by Dinger at about the 25-yard line. Short gain. And it's going to bring up a third down and about 11 for the Polar Bears. A 6-yard pass play.
Yeah, this situation we're probably in 4-down territory. Just need to be, getting enough to make it a manageable 4th down.
3rd down and 11. 5:16 turning clock. Morgantown leads 21-13. And Whitehair is back to pass. Downfield long, the pass for Jones. He turns, he's got it! It's a Polar Bear touchdown. Devon Jones catches the pass, a touchdown pass, and the Polar Bears trail 21-19.
Had one-on-one coverage, nice play. Got to be thinking about the 2-point play. And they practice that all week, so guaranteed they have a good 2-point play right now that they're ready to use.
So the Polar Bears down 21-19. Now we'll go for the 2-point conversion. Whitehair and Hours in the backfield. And Whitehair takes the snap, getting pressure. He's hit, and he needs to get rid of the ball, but he can't. And the 2-point conversion fails. Timeout on the field, 5:07 to go. 4th quarter, Morgantown 21, Fairmont 19 on Fun 93.1.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Big play for the Polar Bears, scoring the touchdown with 5:07 to go, and now giving Morgantown a chance to counter. But now, with it just a 2-point game, puts a lot of pressure on the Morgantown offense. 5:07 to go. The Polar Bears have 2 timeouts left in this game. Morgantown has 1. The Mohigans thinking maybe onside kick. Cannon Dinger is the onside kicker, and he's in the game right now. And there it is, an onside kick bounces and recovered by Morgantown at the 42-yard line. That was not the kind of kick the Polar Bears wanted, and Dinger does a really good job in practice with the onside kicks, but that one went too far and bounced right into the arms of one of the upbacks for Morgantown at the 42-yard line. So, but now Fairmont just needs to hold. 5:07 to go in the game. They can't run out the clock without getting some first downs, so Fairmont needs to dig in defensively, come up with another stop.
Yeah, this first down is critical, Jeff. We've got to get a good stop on this play.
It's at the Morgantown 42, and the handoff goes up the middle, and Powell carries to about the 43. Dylan Hours in on the stop for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, we can't fall asleep now. We got to be ready for any kind of reverse, some type of double inside handoff. In the wing tee offense, they call it the crisscross. They really haven't shown it tonight, so that's something we need to be ready for.
Just a yard gain on that last play. It's at the 43-yard line where it's 2nd down and 9. Morgantown taking lots of time. Play clock at 10 as they break out of the huddle. In motion comes Thomas. Handoff goes to Powell. Powell gets an opening, and he gets the first down, and he takes the ball inside the 45 and down to about the 41-yard line. That's a big run for Morgantown. It gives the Mohigans a first down.
They've had a lot of success with that tonight. That's when we've got to find a way to get a stop on that.
That puts Bobby Powell over 100 rushing yards tonight. And Morgantown has it at the Fairmont 40. First down and 10. Morgantown 21, the Polar Bears 19. It's the extra points that have been the difference. Each team has scored 3 touchdowns. First down play. Bowers sends Thomas in motion, and he gives it to Powell again. And Powell takes it right up the middle down to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, a lot better job of staying in our gaps that time. Playing with a lot better pad level on that play.
3-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 for Morgantown. Game clock down to 3:39. Getting to the point where you think, okay, this is the series where Fairmont needs a stop. Second down and 7. Bowers hands it off, and it comes this way, and it's taken close to the first down marker down to the 33-yard line by Powell again. Nisley makes the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and about 3 yards to go for Morgantown.
Yeah, huge down on this play. It'd be interesting to see if Coach Bartlett decides to take a little bit of risk, a little bit of gamble on this, trying to get a little bit of pressure.
Clock down to 2:54. 3rd down, 3 for Morgantown at the Fairmont 33-yard line. They quickly come out of the huddle. Quarterback under center this time. Hands it off to Powell. Gets the first down off the right side, and he takes it inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line. It'll be a 6-yard gain and a Morgantown first down. And Fairmont has called a timeout. Timeout, Polar Bears, 2:34 to go in the game. It's Morgantown 21, Fairmont Senior 19 on Fun 93.1.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Fog rolling in here at the stadium. 2:34 to go in the game. Morgantown leads 21-19. The ball at the Polar Bear 27, 1st and 10. Quarterback Bowers sends Thomas in motion, hands it off to Nutter up the middle, and Nutter runs hard and takes the ball inside the 25 and down close to the 20. Boda makes the stop, but another big gain, and Fairmont must call another timeout. Timeout, Polar Bears, their last of the game. 2:24 to go. Morgantown 21, Fairmont 19 on Fun 93.1.
7 p.m. as Fairmont Senior takes on the Great Raiders from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, here at East West Stadium, where it will be homecoming week. The Polar Bear family wants you to be safe as you're leaving East West Stadium tonight. Put your cell phones away, watch for pedestrians, and stop for people in crosswalks. If you're walking, make sure drivers can see you and use crosswalks when possible. Please help keep our students safe and have a good evening.
Just 2:24 to go in the game. Morgantown has a 2-point lead and has the ball at the Polar Bear 20. 2nd down and 3, and the Polar Bears have no timeouts left. And the handoff goes to Nutter. Nutter hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's not going to get the first down. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 1 or 2 yards to go for the first down. Now Morgantown will let the clock roll because it doesn't have to be in any hurry now. Play clock at 27, game clock at 2 minutes. It'll be 3rd down and 2 yards to go. The ball at the 19-yard line. The Polar Bears scored first, led 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. Then Morgantown scored 2 in the second quarter to lead 14-7 at halftime. Now they quickly come out of the huddle. 5 seconds on the play clock. And the snap and the handoff goes up the middle to Thomas. Thomas is grabbed by Gavin Michael and thrown back short of the first down. It'll bring up a 4th down for Morgantown, and the clock turns inside 1:25 to go. 4th down and about 2 yards to go. No gain on that last carry. So it's a matter of the Polar Bears being able to stop them and then coming up with a big play. Morgantown at the Fairmont 19, and they may take a timeout here because they're taking all the time they can off the play clock, but the quarterback's still on the sidelines talking with head coach Sean Beiser. Game clock inside 50 seconds, and timeout called by Morgantown. 52 seconds to go in the game. Timeout Morgantown. The score, the Mohigans 21, Fairmont 19 on Fun 93.1. Just 30. They. It's the biggest play of the game right now. It's 4th and 2 Morgantown at the Fairmont 19 with 52 seconds to go. The Mohigans need a first down to ice the game. If they don't get it, the Polar Bears will have a shot with no timeouts. T formation, quarterback up under center, and at the line of scrimmage, the Polar Bears have jumped offsides. And that will end the game. They'll still have to take a snap, but the Polar Bears can't stop the clock, and what a way. Jumping at the line of scrimmage. And Morgantown now comes to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10, it's at the 14. They'll just take a knee. And that's what they do. .40 seconds left. And Morgantown will run the clock out with one more play and a 21-19 victory over the Polar Bears. And the crazy thing about it is, you think of what Fairmont's strengths have been this season. Extra point kicks, 33 of 36 coming into this game, and special teams play. And both of those weren't at the top of their game tonight, and it cost the Polar Bears. And Morgantown comes away with a hard-fought victory. The final score tonight from East West Stadium in Fairmont. The Morgantown Mohigans 21 and the Fairmont Polar Bears 19.